Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday. Y'all know what I'm doing. I'm on the stove. I've already got it started. In that pot there that's rolling, that's pinto beans with a huge turkey wing. You know, I always cook my veggies most of the time with turkey meat. So, got that turkey meat already chopped up in there. I got this. That turkey wing is just about done. But I got it in there boiling with those pinto beans. I just dropped those pinto beans in there. That's 1 pound of pinto beans to 8 cups of water. I haven't seasoned them up yet, except for the seasoning that's coming off of that smoked turkey. What I'm gonna do is put some tablespoon of soul food seasoning, a teaspoon of salt, and some of that. Remember that seasoning salt I told you I use in everything, that complete seasoning? Tablespoon of that complete seasoning. So remember to keep some of that because it seasons everything. And that soul food seasoning, tablespoon of that. You can pick that up most anywhere. A lot of different companies make that, so I think all of it's pretty much the same. But a teaspoon of each one of those. I'm sorry, a tablespoon of the soul food seasoning, a tablespoon of the complete seasoning, along with your flavored, good old seasoned up smoked turkey. You can use a turkey leg, a turkey wing, necks, whatever. I just happen to have turkey wings this time. So that pot is going to be so good when it gets done and those beans cook down and that gravy thickens up. So I'm going to cook these beans. But first of all, I soak my beans overnight. I go ahead and go through and make sure there's no little rocks in them or no hard, rotten beans in there. After I do that, at night, I go ahead and put them, cover a container. Put the beans in a container and cover them with water. And let them just soak overnight, and you don't have to cook them as long, and that just makes them nice and tender. So these beans still, I'm going to cook them for about 2 or 3 hours until that juice gets real nice and thick in there. So that's the pinto beans. We're going to just let them rip. I'm going to lower the heat on. I start them out on high, but then I turn them on low and let them cook for 2 or 3 hours. The yellow pot there, that's just my pot for that Jasmine Rice, because you know if you cook pinto beans, you got to have rice. You know you got to have rice. Okay, so we're going to do about 3 cups of uncooked rice, which will yield about enough for 10, 12 people. And you know, by the time we get done, it'll be gone. Not a lot of variety today, but just a lot of food that's going to take us through the afternoon for the flavor train. Okay, so down here, I've already got in the oven. I've got my beef tips. They're almost done. I had to get up real early, and my camera just wasn't ready real early today. So here we go. We got the beef tips in there. I've got the beef tips. I got carrots. I got onions. I got celery. Bell pepper. I didn't have no bell pepper, so it didn't matter. I went ahead and put it on anyway. So I prepped this last night. So I jumped up real early this morning, just threw it in the oven. This is 3 pounds of beef tips. And in that, I've got, of course, my complete seasoning on it. I got some soul food seasoning on it, a tablespoon of each one of those. And then I've got from my Oriental store, I have my beef flavored broth mix. Sprinkle a tablespoon of that in there, a tablespoon of black pepper, and maybe a teaspoon of salt, you know. And of course, like I told you before, when you taste your food, because I always taste now to make sure it's seasoned properly, go ahead and taste it a little bit to see if it's salty or whatever that you like. If it's too much salt, then you kind of blend it out with a little bit more water. Now, when I put it in the oven, I poured about a half a cup of water in there and covered it. Okay, I've got this little, let's see, I buy these pans. See, this is all disposable stuff. You can cover it with foil. I just happened to pick some of these up the other day, so 25 cents is all they cost. And remember, I told you, go to Sam's Club and buy you a stack of these foil pans, and when you get done cooking and empty that food out, you can throw them away. Now, some people wash them. They can be reused, but I don't reuse mine. I just go ahead and throw them out because I don't want to have to deal with washing extra dishes. And, of course, you know I'm going to make some corn muffins. And when we get it all done, we are going to have it ready for the flavor train. I think we're going to be a little bit early today. So the train will have plenty of time to come in, park, sit back, talk, eat a few hors d'oeuvres, and then we're going to jump on this Sunday dinner. So until I get it all ready and the flavor train pulls up, I'm going to sign off for a little bit, and I'll come back and let you see what it looks like when everything is all done and ready to go on the table. So, again, take care. Love you guys, and we'll talk soon. Hang on. Another tip on these pintos I didn't tell you. I don't think I did. 1 tablespoon of vinegar. That vinegar just brings it to another level. So while they're cooking, just go ahead and put that vinegar in there, and you'll be amazed at how much difference that vinegar tastes. So remember, a pound of pintos, a large turkey wing, some tablespoon of that seasoning by Badil, that complete seasoning, the soul food seasoning, a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of black pepper, and of course I told you I soaked them overnight, wash them and soak them overnight, and of course I cooked my turkey wings ahead of time. So you can put more turkey wings in there if you like. I mean, it's just up to you, but it's just necessary to have at least 1 large one in there while they're cooking. This is a huge pot, so it's going to be about halfway full, and it'll serve about 10 people with the juice and all. So they're just beginning to cook really, really good now. So get them stirred up. See, they're in there and they're cooking. And boy, do they smell wonderful. See that smoke coming up, so I don't want to ruin my camera. So let me get my camera out of there. So just wanted to remember to tell you about putting the vinegar in with the rest of the ingredients for the pintos. Okay, so I'm going to cover them, let them continue to cook, and I'm going to go off and do something else. Okay, y'all, there it is. There's the rice, the pintos. There's that good old soulful beef tips and veggies, and the famous corn muffins. Now, I did a little something extra to the corn muffins. I put some apple jelly in them, so these are apple jelly corn muffins, and they are yummy. Got a little sweet apple taste to them. Okay, so everything's ready for the flavor train. So as soon as they pull in here, they can sit down, relax, and enjoy, because I'm about an hour and a half ahead of schedule because I got some other stuff I got to get done. So until they sit down and eat this food and let y'all see what's going on, we're going to say toodaloo. Thank y'all for tuning in. Come on back next time, and we got another meal going for you. So love you guys. Keep the prayers going up. So we're going to